everyone, Jaymes Mansfield here bringing you yet another video. Oh my god, you guys. So, you guys like my vintage Dolly Parton wig so much, I decided let's create a theme. Well, we'll see how well this performs. Otherwise, it may just be a second time I do this theme. I bought yet another vintage wig off of eBay. This one is from the 1970s. I did my research, and on the side of the box it says 1971, I believe. But it is a vintage Ava Gabor wig. And look, it's still kind of in the box. It's kind of jacked up. Whoever like sent this to me must have sat on it before they did. But no, it is in the color Take One 1B, but from the looks of this color, this is not a 1B. Or maybe that's what a 1B was back in the 70s, I don't know. This is a 1B in today's world. So, let's see. Open the box, look at Ava Gabor. Look at her, she's so beautiful, oh my gosh. Now, I wish her wigs actually looked like the ones that were on the box. They were kind of like old lady wigs back in the 70s and 60s. So, let's check her out. Let me remove her. Oh god, this box is falling apart. Okay. And oh, there she is. She is, oh, she's tiny, all right. A little paper came inside. Doesn't have a wig cap or anything. That's all you got was the wig. And the little tag is still there. It's kind of dusty too. There is a tag on the inside. Look at that. Ava Gabor. They sewed it on a fold, so you can't really read it unless you like fold it around. Ava Gabor. Maybe it says in the box. Let's put her down and see. 1976. Oh my goodness. Mid-70s. Good year, 1976. All right, let me get her down on this head. She is a smaller wig than I was hoping for, but finding longer wigs that are vintage are really, really hard. And there seems to be some curl damage from being in a box for so long, like it's flattened to a completely different pattern from the rest. Now, that's how she looked. She is almost like an ashy blonde color. All right, well, without further ado, let's get started and style a vintage 1976 Ava Gabor wig. All right, first things first, let's brush through this. So, just take my brush and see what we're working with here, and hopefully not too much hair comes out of this. God, this wig smells. She's kind of got like an attic-y kind of scent to her. But the description said she had never been worn. It doesn't look like she has been. She's just sat in a box for years. I think this wig could use just one thing. The Jaymes Mansfield Magical Wig Spray. Oh, let me just give her a spritz. Ah, now she smells just like cream soda. Available at blackphoenixalchemylab.com. I kind of see where this is going. This is definitely an old lady 70s wig. Like she's got like sort of that pool party, festive auntie kind of hairstyle to her, which I'm not mad at. Let's tease her out though and see what we can make out of her. And some of you may be watching this and wondering, just who the hell is Ava Gabor? Well, I'm glad you asked. Ava Gabor is a famous Hollywood actress in the 1960s and 70s, and 50s too. But what is most remarkable about her is that she is one of 3 famous sisters. These were like the proto-Kardashians of their time. They were Hungarian-born women that came all the way to the United States to become famous socialites and actresses. It was Ava Gabor, Ava Gabor, and Magda Gabor. They were all basically known for like, you know, not really having a whole lot of talent when it came to acting or anything, but they were beautiful and they married a lot. Like I believe Jaja married 9 times, Magda married like 8 or 9. Ava I don't think married as much, but Ava was also the more successful and like industrious one of the bunch. She was the one that was on Green Acres and was a bit more respected because she approached it more of a comedian, whereas the other girls, they were kind of like trying to go for serious acting roles and like just they were never very convincing or taken very seriously. But they were like the Kardashians of their time. They were full on known for being party girls and just dating up the Hollywood scene, especially Jaja, who was actually embroiled in scandal up to the end of her life on Even. I believe in the 1980s, she was arrested for slapping a cop. But Ava Gabor was pretty much like the Vivica Fox of her time when it came to wigs. She was one of the very first celebrities to release their very own line of wigs. Like these things were popular. A lot of people's aunties and grandmas had these wigs. It was her and Arlene Dahl were like the known wig makers of the celebrity world. And this was like before the time before every like celebrity was releasing hair extension lines and wig lines. Ava was one of the first. And what's interesting about that is Ava Gabor was a bleach blonde. So eventually from like after the 50s, those harsh chemical dyes, a lot of those actresses started to wear wigs because, girl, the bleach at that time was no joke. Like, their hair would be falling out. Like, if you see old pictures of Jaymes Mansfield in the 60s, if you see her when her wig tilts, she's like missing hair on this side of her head and the back of her head just from like bleach killing her hair. So they all ended up wearing wigs. And especially in the 60s, like the mod movements and everything, a lot of older actresses were just wearing the craziest wigs you could imagine. Like, they all would have like these crazy like barrel curls and flippy dips and all sorts of Maryland waves going. They're gorgeous. And I didn't end up curling this because I was looking at it and I kind of like the curl pattern that's already in her. I'm interested to see what happens if you start to tease her out. And for being an older wig, I'm not pulling out a whole lot of hair. Like, there's very little coming out of this. So it was a pretty decent quality wig. And I believe Ava Gabor wigs are still around today. You can get them on like wigs.com. I believe they're just called Gabor wigs. But that's your little history lesson of Ava Gabor and who she was. All right, I'm gonna tease the rest of this off camera and I will be right back. All right, we are back. I teased out the hair and I also did the wig line on this, and the wig line was a considerable amount of work. Let me just say that. Little tip, if you find the hair is giving you trouble, it helps to go in with the rat tail comb like this. I actually French laced it together with a combination of this brush first, like a teasing packing brush, and then I used a teasing comb and really just got in there and squished the hair down and French laced it together, and then used this and really had to smash it down to make sure I got, you know, my pieces going down so I can create the hairline. But it took me a lot longer than it should have. It might also be because I'm kind of rusty. I haven't done a rooted hairline in a while, so if you want to see how I do it in depth, be sure and check out my video down below. Okay, now that I have her all teased out, let's try and get a style out of her. Did I get her? I never cut this tag. Hold on a second. Let's cut the tag. For those of you collectors out there, this moment's for you. Da-da, 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 da-da. Oh. The collectors are mad. All right, let's get back to styling this wig. Now, I bet you're wondering, James, how much hair did you pull out of this wig? Good question. The answer is this much, which isn't a whole lot considering. So pretty good quality for an old wig from 1976. Okay, let's settle in and start styling her. Now, I'm not exactly sure where this hair is going, so I'm gonna refer back to the box. I kind of like this moment Ava has going on right here with like this swirly bit happening here and in the front. So let's try and do something like that. Let's see. Looks like she has some of it tilted back like that, so it's possible to do it that way. And then she has some more like coming down the front and then going like that, and then lots of volume pushed back in the back. So let's try and recreate that. Here we go. That's gonna be our front bang, and this is gonna be our swoop-de-doop. That is the actual, you know, terminology for this hairstyle. And little trick I learned, I'm using a soft bristled brush. I actually got this from Target from the men's grooming section. I'm gonna smooth over it with that instead of my teasing brush. She has it kind of flipping outwards, so let's try and do that. Okay, so the wig is telling me where it wants to go, and it kind of just wants me to show off these great like curls it has at the end. Check that out. Yeah, this is the fun little waves it has. So let's just embrace that. It's gonna look a bit like Jerry Blank from Strangers with Candy, like if she's going to prom. All right, so I switched around some of the camera angles so you can get a better idea of what I'm doing with this wig. All right, and I'm fishing around there with my pick and pulling up volume and just kind of styling around it, trying to see what direction the hair wants me to go. It doesn't have a whole lot of length to it, so I'm kind of working more with the curls. And considering I didn't reset this wig, because I was afraid like the hair's so old it might burn, I'm not exactly sure. I didn't want to risk it. So it's looking a bit like Dolores Umbridge, which I'm not exactly mad at. It's very much like that old English politician kind of hairstyle. Or like Anita Bryant. Ah! Can I just make a confession to you guys? Like, I absolutely cannot stand Anita Bryant. I think she's an awful person. But if you look back at old pictures of her, sis, she had some fly ass hair. Like, there must have been one gay hairstylist out there that actually liked her to do her hair like that, because her hair was so dope. It's just a shame she was super awful. All right, we're just going through with my brush and my pick and just trying to get some kind of like evenness going here. Now she's going through some psychological changes in her life. Like she went from like a Maggie Thatcher to Anita Bryant, and now she looks kind of like Liz Renee. Just going through with my pick and using it sort of like a comb to like bring up the curls. It's like the curls in the back. Kind of encouraging those. Because we can leave the back a bit fluffy like that. It's fine. A lot of the times I just wanted to show that it had curls in there, and the teasing could be, you know, masked whatever way you really wanted to. I love these old Gabor wigs and stuff like this because you like look at the ladies that wore them, they got so creative with them. Like they didn't have rooted hairlines, but ladies would like wear them all sorts of ways. Like they turn them like sideways or turn them backwards. Diana Ross and Supremes are famous for doing that. They'd take like, you know, beauty shop wigs, and to make it fly and different, they'd like flip them backwards and wear them on stage like that. Okay, I'm going through it with my hands and kind of smashing around the curls like that. A little hairspray. Play around with it. So once I try this wig on, it may be a completely different story. All right, I'm gonna style the rest of this with my hands, and I'll be right back. All right, we are back. I'm just going through it with my fingers and plucking around with the hairs. Seeing what I like and spraying it. And she's definitely like a mid-70s kind of, you know, pool party kind of hairstyle, Mrs. Roper. And I just want her to be rock solid. And fingers crossed that when I cut this hairline and put it on my head, it actually looks halfway decent. I mean, if it looks cute on this, chances are it may look cute on me. But when I styled that Dolly Parton wig in the 60s style, it didn't quite turn out the way I thought it would, so I had to do some corrections to it. But I have good vibes about this. I feel like Ava's not going to do me wrong. I've always been a fan of Ava Gabor, so I feel like her spirit is going to overcome me, and I'm going to look so cute in this. So let's see. I'm going to try this wig on, and I'll be right back. Welcome back. This is the final result. Oh my God, darling. I love it. It's very kind of an old lady hairstyle, but then again, it's an Ava Gabor wig from 1976. So these are like canasta wigs. They're wigs like people's aunts and grandmas would buy to wear. And I think this one was actually meant to be blended in with like your actual hair color because it's kind of a grayish ash blonde. But with the rooted hairline, it actually looks pretty cute. It's pretty wearable for a drag wig and not bad considering it's like decades old. And time for my shameless plugs. Like my lipstick, I'm wearing Gerard Cosmetics and Berry Smoothie, making my lips oh so kissable. 10 gay points to anyone that knows that reference. Use code JAYMES, J-A-Y-M-E-S, for 30% off your purchase. And if you like lush, beautiful, styled wigs, well, why don't you get a Jaymes Mansfield beauty wig? At my website listed right here. I'll put it right here for you guys. They're so gorgeous, way more gorgeous than this thing, oh my God. And before I forget, I have to do my VENMO moment. I'd like to give a special thank you to Russ and the girls over at IMHO, Dixie, Chan, and even Alexis Bevels. Yes, Alexis, you too. Now, if you guys like this, let me know. Maybe I'll try and do some more retro wigs from like, you know, the 70s or 60s or whatever I can get my hands on. And if you have suggestions, let me know down below. I'd love those too. And speaking of suggestions, a couple of you guys suggested this wig for me to transform, and I ordered it and I took it out the package, and no, I'm not gonna do this. I don't hate myself enough to style this. So what this deserves is, ugh. But thank you for the suggestion anyway. I appreciate the effort. I'm gonna use it on a puppet. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye, darling. Click here and watch me make a tulle wig with the JJ snapping turtle. Or see me repaint the vintage Jaymes Mansfield hot water bottle from the 1950s. I completely ruin its collector's value. It's amazing. Come on, click it. You know you want to. If you don't click it, I'll bid you by 1 cent on eBay. So click it.